In this video we're looking at the general expansion of algebraic terms. I suppose these are quadratic terms, and I would be hoping that by this stage you're fairly confident expanding these. So we're going to go ahead and expand these, and hopefully you'll see some patterns that I'm trying to highlight here. So first of all, this one we times first with first, so that gives us a c x squared, and then first with our second term, so that would be plus ADX, and then we've got plus BCX, and then we've got plus BD. And then collecting like terms, we only have one x squared term, and then we've got plus AD plus BC times x, and plus BD. So the whole idea here is showing that these this middle term is the addition of our multiplying out a times c and a times d and b times c. This here is the multiplying of the first two terms, and this here is the multiplying of the last two terms. And so you should really be able to skip that step these days without and go straight to that first step, given that this pattern is always the same for any quadratic in that form. Okay, secondly, this is a perfect square, and so this just means that we can expand it as ax plus b times ax plus b, and so expanding it in that same manner, we would get ax squared, a squared x squared plus 2abx plus b squared. Now you notice that I've gone straight to that this time, and that's because over here we learnt that we can simply add each of those two terms, and so we've got b times a, and we've got a times b, and so you've just got two lots of ab, and so that's why I've gone straight to 2 there. So it's expected that you'd go straight to that term if you were expanding one of those. Okay, with our last one here, we've got the difference between two squares, and when you've got the difference between two squares, you're going to have a squared x squared, and you're going to have plus abx minus abx minus b squared, and because those are exact opposite signs of each other, they add to 0, and all we're left with is a squared x squared minus b squared. And once again, this step here, this intermediate step, you're not expected to write. You're expected to go straight to that last step. So with each of these three examples, I'd like you to take notice of them, and notice that you can skip those intermediate steps and go straight to those three last steps there, and that will really cut down your working and more complicated problems. There's no work for this video, I just wanted to explain what these general expansions look like.